Let's get this bread, millennials! And other things people say.
Oh.
How old is this game?
GameCube's chugging. 06? 07?
Yeah, it was.
Jesus.
I thought it was
No,
like
05. That's no.
I know.
I think it was 06,
I know it was
yeah.
before 08.
Yeah.
Because
It was the last.
It was
I
before.
think I'm pretty sure I've already said this before. It was the last GameCube game ever released.
It was. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, because it got remade for like the Wii U. Like
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
that's
like
one of
Link's
the first
character
games.
model is actually pretty good.
Ugh.
But that's like the only
This game
good
looks
thing.
well.
Yeah, for all things
Yeah.
considered, it looks pretty good.
it plays way better on the Wii U.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Well, if you turn off motion controls.
Yeah, that's the worst part about this. That's why if we play it on a GameCube, because motion controls suck butthole.
The only control that's nice is when you're using your arrow and you get to aim yourself.
Bad.
GameCube does not like the water. The GameCube just doesn't like this area.
It's too open.
November
remember.
2005. The
Oh,
Wii
5.
version's November 2006.
Yeah.
The GameCube version was
Oh,
also
it's coming for me.
released worldwide in December of 2006. Was the final first-party game released for the console in
Alright,
2006.
see you,
Side
Jake.
cheese.
It's
Thanks
good
for guest
talking to you
star.
guys.
Yeah.
Tell me how that.
Oh, I see a hole.
5 minutes for cheese.
5 minute. It's like 12. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it was a
Oh,
decent amount of
bird.
time.
Get out of here, bird.
Bye.
Bye.
It was the best-selling title in the series until overtaken by Breath of the Wild in April 2018.
Told you.
What?
This game's. I don't know.
Yeah, people like this one. I told you.
People like almost every single Zelda game, so that.
Except for Skyward Sword.
Yeah. Skyward Sword is not good. It tried, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. Let that be a lesson to you kids.
Skyward Sword is just like
Aren't they trying to like remake Skyward Sword for the Switch?
it's a rumor. People
Oh, it's
talk
just a
about
rumor.
yeah, people talk about shit like that all the time.
Dude, choose.
If
yeah.
they
Filthy
fix some of the
Chews?
issues with it, I'd actually play it on the Switch.
You can't. You had to make a new game. They did. They made Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is just good Skyward Sword.
It is.
I've watched like the Game Grumps play like maybe 4 episodes of it.
Yeah, I watched them
Skyward
play
Sword
a
bad.
decent amount. Yeah.
Well, they did like a few episodes and then they made it like a.
Then I started
live
doing
stream,
a live
like-
stream. Yeah.
But I
Because
never watched any of the live streams.
live
so
stream equals way more money.
that-
Because people
you're
were
not
like,
wrong.
hey, they're forced to pay
It's the
attention.
chicken coop.
They're forced to pay attention. Here's $5 to listen to what I have to say. Thanks.
I gotta say,
And then
Zora
that
armor
happens a lot.
And this is the most fun I had in this game.
The armor?
Yeah, because if I
think
remember
it means,
correctly,
like,
it makes
swimming.
you swim like
Yeah.
extremely fast.
Well, it's got flipper, so.
It's got flippy floppies.
Yeah, but
It's
like
Kinko's. Make
Oh,
it
it's the gay clown.
Yeah.
Well, hi there.
My belly's distended. We haven't eaten in months.
I think if you
Ever
hit
watched
the
Hunter
high
x Hunter,
score
kids?
spot, you get a heart piece.
It's very sad, I hear.
It's very good. But it's
Yeah, I also hear
the
that.
ending almost made me cry. Almost. Because I ain't about that life.
I cried at Clannad, and then I subsequently cried twice in Clannad After Story.
Come on, June. I want the brown one.
Clannad is one of those, like...
I think the black one is the one that
I don't
flies a little bit better.
I don't know.
Clannad's one of those animes that I think everybody should watch.
Clown?
Clannad.
I remember.
Would it be like?
I remember
Oh,
someone I will not name
What?
told me he cried about it like 7 times.
Wasn't me.
Oh, is it John Satoshi?
Yes.
It's like your bitch starcher?
Yeah.
That's fine. You can say it however you want. It doesn't matter.
I just didn't. Last time I name dropped like 3 times, you're like. "Brr."
Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
No.
No, we
Oh, well,
realized
okay,
nobody watches
Well,
this.
that, number one. Number two, it's
Agree.
one thing if it's like somebody who isn't associated with us whatsoever, like a teacher, and then it's another thing if it's like
Oh, yeah, it's like
a friend. You know, if I want to talk about Mitchell,
Oh,
I'm going to
come
say
on.
Just
Mitchell.
keep going forward.
Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he's done
I
it.
forget what this gives you. I want to say
20 rupees.
Oh, it's
100
useless.
even
It's
better.
all useless.
Yeah, but you can grind this shit.
It's no, you can't. It doesn't come back.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
I thought you could.
I thought
grind
you
it.
played this game.
Yeah, you don't know everything about this game? Are you stupid? Are you being
Everything
stupid?
about
If I
I
wasn't
played
retarded,
this
you
when
could
it
get
first
all of
came
it on the
out
way down.
in like 2006.
Doo-doo-doo.
Ugh.
Well,
I'm
only
on
12
your side,
technically.
David. I think Frank is being a butthole.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you both were against me.
No.
What the fuck is?
Oh, I thought you could go up that like a Mario.
That's what I thought for a second.
Why is this game Mario?
Why isn't it just
Wait, we're gonna
like...
go back to Mario Odyssey.
Sure. Oh fuck.
It was your playthrough, so.
Oh, that's right.
I seem to continue my playthrough. I got to like the beach
Oh,
area.
I didn't
and
buy
I just haven't
bomb
gone any farther.
fishies.
That
You're
level's
about-
kind of boring.
You're about halfway through it, yeah.
I
Oh,
know.
did I fuck it? Oh, I
What'd you
hope I
do?
didn't.
No, I think you can take
No,
the
because
boots.
no, it's not the boots. I need water bombs. Fuck.
Yeah, you need the water.
Nah, God.
Is that a
damn
Zora?
I have no clue where you get them.
I know where I. Hopefully they'll let me change here. Like if I get the option. I might not have the option, and that's gonna suck butthole. What? That's 20 minutes. Yeah, God damn it! Fuck this game.
I love it.
I really forgot they had water bombs in this.
No. Hey, look, there's a city and an anus.
Because you need a water bomb
Wow.
here, and then you need one to rise up the water.
I know.
That's epic. So where do you gotta go to get the water bomb?
I gotta talk to bomb guy in Kakariko Ruda village,
Yeah.
which means I can't.
Oh, you go talk to the child?
Same area, but no.
Oh.
Can I warp now?
Babyface is the best
Should
one.
be.
No, because fuck.
Underwater.
Because I have to become fused. It's no good.
You'd be like Vegito.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Gogeta.
she also make it to where you have to be away from people?
When you're a dog, I can't freely change between. them.
So I saw something on Twitter that I hated.
What?
It was Gogeta, right? So Goku and Vegeta fused, and then Chi-Chi and Bulma were getting all antsy and angry.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, Spider-Man! No, it's Spider-Man!" And then they
Oh.
fused, and then they flew away, implying they were gonna go bone, in like a weird sort of foursome style, because it's 4 people, but only 2 of them.
The way you were talking about this, I thought they were going to go Lego, Chi-Chi, and Bulma decided, you know what? Let's see what sexes like fuse together. And they did. They perfected
I
the
don't know.
dance and had
They just fused, and then like they flew off,
like a Chiolma.
something like that.
What Chi-Chi and Bulma?
Fuck! I don't want to talk
E.
to Fishman.
What'd you talk to
I
Fishman?
did him rolling. I want to talk to this one.
I feel bad for this man.
Man with this
He just
slack
looks
jaw.
so fucking depressed.
Give me $10. Shoot me. Skip.
I'm sure I gave like at least thousands of rubies to this man.
Z2E01.
This man, I've given so many rubies to this man. When I used to play this game, because I would always fall down there and have to like use his cannon to get up.
Did you guys have a lot of GameCube games?
Not a crazy amount.
No.
My GameCube was a Pokemon and
Console?
a Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh console.
I had this.
Um,
Well, on the GameCube, I had this Kirby's Air Ride and Melee. There's a lot of the GameCube.
I had this Wind Waker, the Legend of Zelda collection. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
that
the
too.
silver GameCube that it came with.
Mm-hmm.
I had both of the Pokemon like Gale of Darkness and like whatever the other one is. I forget,
Coliseum, I believe.
yeah, those games were good.
Yeah, they were.
You haven't played Coliseum recently, then?
Well, yeah,
I'm sure they haven't aged
big
well.
was.
no, it's
Anytime
bad.
I've picked up my GameCube and went to go play a game that I had, like I have all the Harry Potter games for the GameCube. Went to go like play through them before the new Harry Potter movie came out. They're so bad.
I did the same
So
thing with the first Lego
bad.
Star Wars. That's not a good game.
No.
Yeah,
It's not.
on GameCube, I had the XD Gale Darkness like special edition. So like on the
Yeah,
top
you
there
left
was
out in the rain.
it was already broken.
Oh.
But it had like a Shadow Lugia on top. It was really cool.
Oh yeah, that I love.
Yeah, so it came with that.
I love the concept of that game.
Yeah, I think Shadow Pokemon are cool. Anyway, I had that. I had Pokemon Coliseum. I had Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Roses. I believe the game was called. I had
Duelist of Rose.
there was like a capsule Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule monster.
Capsule Monsters.
I had that one because I liked the little, because that's the square cube one, right?
I think you're thinking of Dungeon Dice Monster.
Yeah.
That's the one I had.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Had that.
Capsule
one.
Monsters was similar, but it was like you had like your monsters were capsules. You moved them on a grid, and you had to like it was like a RPG. Well, not RPG. It's like a
Or the way
I
little
just-
Kriva would put it, Crapsule Monsters.
I just enjoyed the concept of that entire like arc in the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Like anime.
that and like Dungeon Dice Monsters had There's like a dark magician swordsman or something that was really cool.
Yeah.
Let me look.
He was essentially like a.
And it had Duke
Dark
Devlin.
magician. Duke Devlin. I did like.
I did jerk off to him and touch my PP.
I did like Duke Devlin. I thought he was cool looking.
Yu-Gi-Oh's got a lot of cool character designs that I've fallen in love with, but I
Oh,
don't
Dark
know-
Magician Knight. That's what it was.
I'm pretty sure it's just
that guy.
from me growing up with it, which is, I wish there was a chance for me to like relive a lot of old shit for the first time without nostalgia glasses.
Right.
Like if I could just see things again.
Yeah. That way you could have like more.
Because
of
right
an
now there's a lot of
objective-
innocence that's being ripped away from me right now. Like if I saw this
Isn't
firsthand,
that like every time you go back, like most of the time nowadays, you'll pick up a game you really liked, and it'll be really bad. Either because it didn't age well, or you were just
I'll see a
back
frame
then you
between
thought
my
it was a
fingers.
good game, and then nowadays you're like, why did I like this?
Yeah.
Some of that,
It's
some of it
mostly
is.
because something doesn't age well and it just looks really bad, but it still plays pretty good.
I've never had real big issues. Yes, that's what I need.
Oh, okay.
Big issues with the way things look. Because I've never been a graphics person because I've never had a PC.
It's just hard going from like what we have nowadays to like back to what we had.
Yeah, I agree
And
with
then-
that to an extent.
It just kind of hurts inside, but you still enjoy the game.
Right.
But I've had some games recently that I picked up from the GameCube that I was like, I remember this game being really good from like bought it from the exchange, and they're just not that good.
Yeah.
Like you're like, why is this a mechanic? Or God, this entire level one makes me want to kill myself.
Also saw this interesting tweet. I think Boogie tweeted it. He was like,
oh wait,
if you could go back.
oh
and, like,
yeah, I saw you do that.
Yeah, if you could like forget any game essentially and like go back and play it again without like remembering anything about it, which one would it be?
Skyrim.
Skyrim? That's a good pick, I think.
Mainly because I love
thought
that
about
game
that
so
too.
much, but I can't pick it up anymore. I bought when they made the HD remake. Like
right
people were
now,
like,
Todd
oh,
Howard
it's
is
just a
just
money
touching his
grab. But I was
crotch.
like, I really enjoyed that
buy it
game. I was
again?
like, you know what? I'll pick it up. It has all the DLC, all the things, and it looks nice on Xbox One graphics.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a good game. I just remember everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and go in a random direction and hope I don't. I'm like, fuck, I know
remember
all
doing
these
this
dungeons.
again.
I
Yeah.
know all these, and I'm like, I put in like 1,000 hours in this game. I want it to be fresh, but it's not, and
Yeah.
it never be.
I think Skyrim is a very good choice.
Yeah,
Because I'm
Somebody would
playing
have
through
to
it right
pick
now, actually, but I'm ignoring all this because I bought it for PS4 with all the DLC, which makes that game way better than the vanilla game. The vanilla game's very repetitive.
Yeah,
But
the DLC's nice.
without that, it's just the same shit again, and I don't think I'd be enjoying it as much as I am.
It's way better on PC when you start throwing like
Mods and
modded
yeah.
like there's people that have done like mods that like completely change the game entirely.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah,
one
and
where like
mods are cool, but like I don't know. It's not like
Yeah,
remember
I shouldn't,
when
I shouldn't have to have fun with something I paid for
Well-
with stuff I downloaded.
Well, that like when I
online.
first played through Skyrim, that was the most fun I ever had with it. Even after like discovering mods and modding the shit out of Skyrim,
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know. When I first played it, was the most fun I had with that game ever.
Yeah. Oh, I remember because it was my first real big open world game other than like a Grand Theft Auto. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to be real cool. First thing I did, I murdered a chicken, and then I got shit
trouble.
kicked out of me. Yeah. I went to jail.
yeah,
Yeah, my answer to that tweet was Breath of the Wild because that game.
Oh, this is not
Every
good.
time I played every like session I sat down and played that game, I discovered something new. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? You know, when you first like see the dragons in that game, you're like, oh my god. Why? What is this? Why is there dragons here? It's so cool, and like just being able to like climb anywhere, go anywhere. Just man, that game's so good.
yeah.
I mean, I still have fun with that game, but it's just like
You want to experience
yeah,
it.
experiencing that again would be fucking sweet.
Now, if that tweet would have been like a specific console, like for each console was a game, what would those be?
You mean if you...
So you
Like,
had to pick like a
essentially-
game per console.
And that's
Yeah.
all I get, or what? Like,
No,
Well,
like-
to go back and like relive.
Like if
through
there
it.
was
Oh.
something for like only the PS2 and like previous stuff, then like a game like that. Like older games, would you like out of older games? What would you?
Well, for the
play?
DS, I would pick Chrono Trigger because that's where I played Chrono Trigger. And that game's very good, and I had a lot of fun with that game. I've beaten it like 3 or 4 times, but it would be nice to go back and go through it again, like fresh.
For me, like if I had to choose an older one for a specific console, I would choose 64, and it would have to be Majora's Mask. I had a whole notebook of just all the shit that I had to do in one single day rotation.
Yeah.
To beat that game. Like, I had the whole, like, every single mass charted out, like, in a notebook. Me and my dad did it. And the biggest one was, like, 4 pages long for, like, the couples mask, which requires you to spend all 3 days doing the couples mask. Then you beat Majora in that same thing. It's literally, I remember writing, do couples mask thing, wrote it all out, and then kick Majora's ass.
If I had to pick an N64 game, it'd probably be Banjo-Kazooie.
I think
I like that game a lot.
I'd play Mario 64 over again.
Really? I think a lot of people would say that one.
I've had a lot, and I think that's why I enjoy Odyssey so much. But I played a lot of Mario 64. But we didn't have a lot of games for the 64. We rented Super Smash Brothers when that was out. We had.
I also didn't have that many 64 games. I had
We
Mario 64, DK 64, Banjo-Kazooie, and like WWF No Mercy, and that was pretty much it.
I'd say for like, because I used to run a bunch of games with my dad for the original Xbox. I'd have to go with Knights of the Old Republic 2. Like, wipe it from my brain, let me play through it again.
I've never like sat through and played a Coder game, even though I owned Coder 1 and 2.
They are fantastic. They aren't the greatest in any sakes for like a lot of things, but it fills the need for like a Star Wars RPG, and it plays off of like a kind of like D&D system in a way. Like your stats go off of rolls, and you get modifiers. Like it's essentially look at your D&D, like for every like if you have 12 and like I forget the 6 stats.
Strength, X, Con, Int, Wiz.
Yeah, it had the same exact thing. Like for every 2, you get a modifier to your roll, and every attack would be a roll. It like you can. I think you can turn on the settings to see your dice rolls, so you know what you're. But like essentially, Coder plays like D&D, but going like at fast pace, and it just rolls all your attacks and like your abilities.
Did you do that right?
Yeah.
And then, like, for your force abilities, it would use your, essentially, mana pool, which was just the force energy. And in it, it would have, like, 1d6 plus a number equal to something. It just is, it essentially is just D&D, but in a video game, but in Star Wars universe.
That's interesting.
So, if you play it, essentially you're playing D&D with, like, your character with, like, a party of, like, 3 NPCs. It's like Dragon Age, but it plays off of that system.
Alright. I've also never sat through and played through all of Dragon Age Origins.
I can't. There's so much shit.
Yeah, plus, like
I've always had a problem with that.
Dragon Age Inquisition was also just, like, smoother game to play.
My sister bought me... Inquisition's the newest one, right? She bought that for me for PlayStation 3 because she didn't know what it was, and the guy probably sold her something stupid. That game does not work on the PlayStation 3 at all.
Yeah, I played it on Xbox One, so...
Yeah.
That game was definitely designed for next gen.
Yeah,
and
but they decided to push it for...
Yeah, they didn't try very hard to make it work right on the previous generation.
You need to find your favorite Martian.
God, I remember when...
Oh, great. I don't need any of these.
I remember when, like, he started coming out with those videos. Are these choo-choos?
Yeah. They're just blobs. They're uninspired, just masses of goo. Though it once you start playing through the game, you recognize... Well, a lot of them, when they get dropped down, there is a golden one, and you can scoop up their jelly into
a jar.
Into a jar. It doesn't like the Jewies. There's a special golden one that's like the best one for you, but they combine into one and they turn to a purple one in the end. The purple one poisons you.
That's
if
cool.
you drink it, yeah. But there's a small chance that if you do drink it, it refills you 100%, but it's super small. Can I
think next time he's gonna... What are you gonna...
Get it, put it in me?
Oh.